Did something flip at halftime? Did you guys make any adjustments? What changed?
I think we really started gaining some momentum at the end of that second quarter when we were able to go on a decent drive. We weren't able to, finish with a touchdown, but I think overall, like when stuff wasn't going our way at the beginning, we were kind of, really our tempo wasn't very good. And I think once we were able to gain some momentum and gain some tempo, that really set us up really good for the second half.
Looks like you might have dinged your hand at one point. Did you hit a helmet or something? Or?
No, I started cramping. There's a few of us that started cramping today, but the trainers had me drink a bunch of stuff, and I was good.
Do you remember the pass to Orworth? You kind of scrambled out and threw 31-yard play. Can you walk me through kind of what happened there? You had basically no time to throw. You got it.
Well, they did a really good job, especially in the first half, of pressuring us. I mean, they brought a lot of field pressure and edge pressure today, and kudos to them. It was pretty tough to deal with in the first half, but I think really in particular to that play, they brought some good pressure, and I can't remember. I have to go back and look at the play whether I was hot or not. If I should have got the ball out earlier, honestly, but. Honestly, it was just awesome to see, once I was able to get out of the pocket and Ort was able to, keep the play going. I was kind of waiting on him for him to make a decision, whether it was a block or if it was to take off, and he took off, and I thought it was a great decision, and all I had to do was just lay it up for him.
I guess I just wondered, like last year when you're doing the quad, for example, I don't know if would you have gotten out of that?
No, I wouldn't have. Today felt really good to be actually healthy and run around a little bit. I wasn't expecting to run as much as I did today, but it felt good, and some confidence was built with that, and even there's a couple times I'm like, dang, I could have maybe stayed on my feet a little bit longer and try to make a juke, but I'll play it safe for the first full bit. But this time last year, I really I wasn't able to do a full week of practice, dealing with my quad, and for me to be able to do a full week of practice and then come out of this game healthy and everything, it's huge.
Has your chemistry in practice with Reese Vander Zee been as good as it looked today, or did you kind of surprise yourselves with how well you guys looked together today?
It was a little bit surprising. I think he really started gaining a lot of momentum towards the end of camp. And, as you guys were able to see it, his ability to go up and get it and make plays was, something that he was gaining some traction through. And I'm just so stoked for him because, as a true freshman, you don't know how guys are going to react, in game situations. And, even for like me or Luke, this is our first time being back there, in a while too. And there's nerves and there's anxiousness, but I'm just so proud of him, the way that he was able to perform. And something that's so impressive to me is just how unfazed he is by everything.
On that touchdown pass
did this feel like old times for you? And when you were rehabbing after your injury in mid-season, were there ever any times when you questioned if you'd be able to have moments like this again?
I think moments like these and really like picturing myself having moments like this is what got me through rehab. I think, having to rehab a second time was very difficult because I was, wondering what I didn't do the first time, and for me to, a lot of that motivation was being able to, what it was like, possibly to go out there as 100% again. Because I know last year I played and I wasn't 100% and I wasn't able to, move around the pocket as much. And for, a lot of visualization and mindset and really just relying on my teammates and those relationships was huge for me during that process.
On that touchdown pass to Jacob Gill, you really led him on that. He looked like he was covered, but the spot that you threw it to, was perfect. What did you see on that play? How did it develop and ultimately put it in that spot?
Yeah, well, we ran a similar play earlier, and we were kind of just looking at how the safeties were playing it. And really, when we've practiced that play, it hasn't played out like that. Usually, the Jacob is able to kind of stay skinny through the middle of the field, but because we called it lower in the red zone, kind of forced his angle to be a little thicker. And for usually I'm kind of throwing it in the first window, but kind of the way they played it was a little unique. And that's the kind of thing about a new offense is like sometimes the first time that you see something is going to be in a game. And for, example, that was today with that.
And how long did it take for you altogether to heal from your last injury? Did 9 months, 10 months before you felt like you were 100%?
Yeah, I think I was cleared at either 7 or 8 months, but I really started kind of feeling like myself through camp because once I'm able to, you know, you can rehab and you can have as much strength as you possibly can, but when you're out for that long, you have to gain like kind of your athleticism again. You have to feel, you know, what comes second nature for you. And for me, I was able to gain some of those movements in camp because as a quarterback, whether it's like kind of the smallest things, whether it's like rotating out of center or, you know, like maybe pivoting off a pitch, like some of those little weird movements, you don't realize that how much that you actually do that in a game until I'm actually thrown in there.
Tell us what you said in the locker room at halftime.
Well, for me, I didn't say much, you know, but I think for me, my message was that, you know, we just have to, you know, keep going. I mean, we missed some opportunities, but I really emphasized kind of what I said earlier was, you know, just our tempo. Once we were able to, you know, pick up our tempo and we were, you know, flushing the last play and able to move on, then, you know, we started gaining some momentum in that second quarter. And I just wanted to, you know, re-emphasize that to the guys.
What were the conversations like in game and post game with Tim, first time out with you guys?
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, sometimes, you know, I feel like we still need a little practice with the mic. Sometimes, like, I had my helmet, like, my volume was on max, and I feel maybe it hasn't been that loud in practice. So I think overall, like, our communication was really good. I think, you know, for us to have the iPads and, you know, with the coaches that are on the sideline versus in the box, it was really good. I mean, coaches really put us in good situations in practice for us to practice those things. Like, we've had stadium practices and we make sure that we're using, you know, the headsets and everything throughout practice every single day. But I think overall our communication was very good. And I think it was really cool for me to, like, because usually, I mean, this is my first game day with Coach Lesser, and for him and the staff to all of us to be like in sync and for us to communicate as soon as we got off the field. And, you know, if there's something to look at on the iPads, we looked at it. But I think what was really good that we did as a unit very well today was, you know, if something bad happened and then we would watch it on film, we flushed it. We weren't, you know, overthinking or thinking about those plays that happened bad. If something bad happened, we basically like just took a peek at it and then we moved on.
It seemed like say much pregame, or what is Seth Ball's pregame speech like?
Kind of just like what you expect. You know, I think he had us fired up, and I think he really had us fired up at halftime. And I think something that stuck out to me was when we were on the field, and once the offense started gaining some momentum, I could tell like how much more fired up he was, because then we're huddling up on the sideline, and then I'm trying to call the play, and then I got Coach Wallace saying, "Let's go," and like getting the guys, and like we got to, you know, keep going, and like whatever kind of motivation he was giving me, and to the entire offense, like as I'm trying to call the play on the sideline. So I thought that part was fun, just to, you know, see his passion. And I mean, usually, I mean, I don't talk to Coach Wallace that much on a game day, so that was pretty awesome.
If this is game one, and obviously it's still early, but just what does putting 40 up like kind of make you feel about what the offense could become?
I mean, honestly, the points doesn't really matter to me. I think overall, like, that wasn't our best today. I think, you know, we don't want to start a game like that. You know, we have a lot of guys, you know, new system, new offense, new coaches, you know, guys who haven't played, guys who have been out, guys, you know. I think overall, you know, it took us a little bit to settle in, and I think, you know, we're not really too worried about the 40 points. I think we're more worried about, you know, how can we start the game fast and not, you know, lull or stall, and how can we get it going earlier.
Reese, did you think you'd be here after game one?
To be honest, I didn't. I credit my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for just giving me this opportunity. A lot of things fell into place for me to be here, and I just get all my confidence from Him. And yeah, I just prayed that He gave me confidence, and I went out there and I showed that today. So.
Were there any nerves today?
To be honest, not really. I kind of never really been a guy to get nervous. I just kind of trust my preparation and go out there and have fun. Yeah.
Is this all set in for you yet? You have 2 touchdowns in your first ever college game.
Not really. No, I just had fun going out there and playing. Yeah, I'm trying to move on to next week, and yeah.
Do you think not having spring practices is a disadvantageous to you, or did that affect you any coming into fall workouts?
Yeah, I was a little behind. I actually came in with an injury that put me a little behind too, but no, I got caught up to speed pretty fast. only a buffer a few days, and then was able to get to work and go out there and have fun. Yeah.
On the first touchdown, you were kind of running an over route with Luke kind of underneath you. I mean, what was kind of your vantage point of that? And when you saw the ball, anything go through your mind at that point?
Yeah, no. We ran a play like that earlier in the game where it was just a little behind me, and I knew that I was going to be there again. So I just had to get to my spot, and Cade threw a good ball, and we connected. So.
When were you told that you'd be starting in this game?
I didn't really know until, I was running with the ones for about a week, and then I kind of, just worked my way into it, I think.
What did it feel like out there?
It was amazing. Yeah, the atmosphere is crazy. At first, it was a little daunting, I guess, but I got over that, and I went out there, and me and my teammates, we had fun out there, I think, so.
Was there a moment in the second half where you guys sort of got things turn and got the ball rolling for you?
Yeah, just coming out of halftime, we just knew we had to be patient with the game plan. It was all going to fall into place if we just stuck with it and adjusted a few things. But yeah, once we got in the end zone that first time, things really started clicking, and you guys could see that. So.
On that second touchdown, it was kind of a contested ball. I mean, and I couldn't tell if it was you or Luke at first who caught it. But what kind of take me through that play and then kind of being able to wrestle it around and grab it?
Yeah, no, the clock was winding down. He was actually going to switch it to a different play, and that's what I heard. And then he kind of just said, all right, we don't got time. We got to go to a different, keep the play on. So, yeah, I just went in there, play action, and sneak out a little bit, and saw the ball hanging up there. I was like, all right, I'll go get it. I didn't even know Luke was there, but I was just going up and get it and do my thing. So.
How long did you play baseball this summer?
I ended up not playing baseball. Yep, I got hurt in track, so that cut my track season short. And then I decided it wasn't worth it to try to get injured again during baseball. So I cut that off, which was hard for me, just because I've always been a baseball guy. But it was the right decision, and the Lord provided for me when I came down. So.
Do I have this right, or did you not play receiver last year?
Yeah, no, I played quarterback last year.
But you switched to quarterback from receiver, right?
Yeah, I always grew up being a quarterback, and then I switched to receiver because Zach Lutmer, who plays here, is our quarterback. So yeah, I moved back to quarterback my senior year, but yeah, it was good.
So is this your first game at wide receiver in 2 years then?
Yeah, yep.
Was there any kind of learning curve there? Or?
No, I don't know. It was just going. We got a lot of reps in practice, and it was rough for the first week or so. But I got back into it, just trusting my technique, and at the end of the day, you just got to go be an athlete and have fun with it.
Who are some of the teammates that sort of helped guide you to this spot and helped you get back from missing all that time of injury?
Yeah, I mean everyone. That as I stepped into a bigger role, everyone kind of came alongside me and helped me through it. So I would just credit everyone, like defensive guys, offensive guys. They're all making sure I'm good. So yeah, it's really nice to be surrounded with the top athletes in the country supporting you.
You said fall camp started a little slow for you. When did it kind of click? I mean, you literally just started the game, so you must have made a climb there at some point.
Yeah, I mean, the first week I was kind of limited, just working my way back from injury. And then after that it kind of clicked. I was running my routes, and they were coaching me up. And then it kind of clicked after that, I would say.
How much do you feel like Northwest Iowa prep football kind of helped you prepare for college football? Yeah,
for sure. It's huge, especially where I'm from. They teach toughness and grit, and exactly what they teach here, doing the little things right. So yeah, Central Lyon, they prepare me incredibly well for this.
Questions? No, sorry. Go ahead.
It was great. Yeah.
I know this program has a history with players from Northwest Iowa. How much pride do you take in that part of the state?
Extreme pride. I take extreme pride from being there. Shaped who I am. We do the things right up there, and extremely prideful from being there.
What did Lutler say to you after the game, or during the game even?
I don't know. It was just like kind of best friends back in the high school, like just going out there and playing on the biggest stages. It was pretty crazy. Then Graham comes up, Graham Eben comes up to me and he's like, "Yeah, I'm so happy for you. Like it's crazy." So, but yeah, we're focused. We're ready for the next game and yeah, ready to go.
Jay Higgins suggested that you get some ice cream as a celebration for this first big game. Do you know how you're going to be celebrating with your family afterwards now?
Yeah, for sure.
How so?
Yeah, with me and my family, we got a little ice cream business that we sell to around areas around Rock Rapids. So yeah, we might have to bring them down to Iowa City for a few games here.
Boy, we in the media talk about tales of two halves a lot, but this was kind of the exact definition of that. Boy, what happened at halftime that woke this offense up?
Yeah, no, Coach Wallace did a great job of really honing playing together, coming out there fast. And I don't know, it was great. It took some time to gel, and I think it's going to turn out to be good for us.
So what did Coach Wallace say at halftime?
It's all about coming out together, firing off the ball, playing fast, being physical. So yeah, just really being together was a big message.
We can kind of help you out here. You got a little something.
Oh, do I? I don't know. Someone said I had a bunch of turf on my face.
I think you got it. That's probably what it was. Yeah. There you go.
How about the tight ends today and the success you guys had?
I was so proud of the tight ends and the whole group. Everyone that played, I thought really blocked well, and when the ball came our way, we protected the ball, fought for yards, and really proud of Addison and Zach. They did a great job.
Were you nervous at all today? Because you haven't played in a long time. Were you nervous at all?
A little bit. Coming before getting on the bus or in the hotel in Cedar Rapids, I was a little more nervous than I usually am. But once I got here, kind of all the nerves went away. I thought the first play would be a little bit more nerve-wracking, but it's just football at the end of the day, and the nerves went away soon.
A lot of Hawkeye fans starting to learn about Reese Vander Zee. Boy, what a game that guy had today.
Yeah, super excited for Reese. He's come in here, put his head down, and really worked. He's super quiet. You don't really hear him talk a lot, but he is always working. He always shows up on film and practice, and he obviously showed up today.
How about Cade in the second half and what he was able to do?
Yeah, super excited for Cade. He's come a long way. Obviously last year with the injury, and I'm just super excited for him and the way he's done.
What changed for you guys after halftime?
Really just coming out there playing together was a big thing for us. Obviously the first half, we wasn't our best, but it's a new offense. We're trying to get better as we go, and we showed that coming out of the second half, and really a credit to the coaches and making us stay together.
Do you feel like go ahead? This has to give you some confidence for next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now we're really just trying to enjoy this one. They're a good football team, and they really gave us their best, and we got to give our respects to them. So right now we're just going to enjoy this one, and we'll think about next week tomorrow.
Did you say it seems like when you guys get rolling, offense can be contagious? Was it contagious out there when one thing started rolling, everybody started rolling?
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely can. There's a different type of energy, in that second half, and it was cool to be out there and be able to provide that a little bit.
Do you feel like you guys proved something today? I mean, there was a lot said of the offense last year, but in the second half today, it seems like you guys really showed what you're capable of.
Yeah, absolutely. It all comes down to just coming out there and executing the game plan. There were times we killed ourselves a lot. I had the illegal motion in the first half, and on a Cade's really good run, and I kind of killed the momentum there, and just trying to find different ways to help out. And we were killing ourselves a lot in the first half, and as long as we get on the same page, it's good.
To be doing this media stuff after you guys put up 40 points, it's got to feel good. Talk about that offense, especially in the second half.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. We all came together as a team, bro. So with him over there, defense, just us having to maintain throughout the week. Staying focused, doing the little things right. So us as a team, the O-line, K had a great day, O-line had a great day. Everybody have a great day. So now we're just looking forward on to Iowa State and fixing the little things, and coming together more as a team and battling it out. So
how ready were you in the second half after you didn't get to go in the second?
I was amped. I was ready to go, man. I was ready to go. But like I said, first half, cheering my teammates on. Every time they get a little big run or something like that, cheering Kamari on. Kamari did a great job. Sean did a great job. Like I said, K, O-line, everybody did a great job. So
how about that first long run?
Man, that felt good. That felt good. It felt real good, man. So I'm just so glad to be back on the team, be back with the team, you know, helping us win. So.
What happened at halftime? What was said that kind of spurred that second half surge on offense?
It was just like us, just like, you know, fixing the mistakes and fixing what we did wrong in the first half and making it 10 times better. Even if we mess up, going 110%. So that's what we did today, and I feel like second half, you know, we did a completely great job. So now, like I said, we go back and we look at what we did wrong and, you know, keep moving forward.
The defensive guys are in here smiling because they pitched a shutout and they're not even the story of the game. It's the offense. How nice is it to be the talk for a good reason?
Great. Hey, Jay over there, he talking, so, you know, he over talking, so it feels great just to know, like, we put 40 points on the board and it wasn't just them. So I'm just so happy to be part of this team and, you know, just be happy to be back.
A lot of different people, too. Talk about the tight ends, the wide receivers. I mean, it seemed like it was a full team effort, especially in the second half.
It was all the team effort. Like I said, everybody did everything right. Everybody did everything right. But like I said, first half, you know, had a little hiccups and all that. But second half came back, you know, did 110% at the win.
How hard was that for you in the first half to have to sit that one out and just kind of watch it all unfold in front of you?
I was hurt because, you know, I love football so much. So it was just for me to just not to be out there and, you know, playing. It's just like it hurt to me. So, you know, just cheer my teammates on and, you know, just waiting to the second half. So.
Can you describe maybe what Tim Lester has done behind the scenes leading up to today in the preseason that feel like kind of help you allow to have a performance like this as a unit?
You know, just the little things, you know, just our aiming points where we need to be at, the running backs where we need to be at, you know, O-line where they need to be at, who they need to guard and all that. So I just feel like he just know everything, every little thing that we need to do. And like I said, we got to go back and, you know, fix up some things that we did in the first half. So
Kaleb, in the first half, it seemed like everybody it was one play, one missed assignment here, one screw up here, and it really held you guys back. In the second half, it seemed like those plays came together, and there was a confidence that you guys played with. Can you describe how that felt to know you went out there and everybody was kind of like, all right, we're rolling?
I felt really good because, like I said, like we came back in here and, you know, everybody knew what they was doing wrong. We had the little tidbits and everybody went back and see what they was doing wrong, and, you know, so came back second half, everybody calmed down and chilled. So came back, like I said, second half, 110% on everything we did, came out with the win. So
was there anything today that felt different having Seth Wallace here instead of Kirk Ferentz? Anything about game day that was different or felt different to you?
No, it wasn't. Nothing was different with him. So, you know, it's us and the staff. So it's really us out there going to play. So, you know, Coach Wallace, man, he's a good guy. I love Coach Wallace. Even though you know we have a little bit of beef because he's on the defensive side and, you know, he over there, but still, like, I love that man. He's cool. So I can't wait for Coach Ferentz to come back and we all be together as a staff, as a team again. So that's great.
Kaleb, it just kind of seems like you're a little more maybe boisterous, joyful than we've seen you in a while post game. Tell me how are you feeling? I mean, 2 touchdowns. Your performance obviously was pretty good.
I feel great, man. I'm just, you know, no, it just be over the years, just like, you know, just getting used to not being nervous in front of you guys. So, you know, just coming in, you know, talking to you guys like normal people and, you know, just telling you guys what it is, what happened, so what's going on. So.
Okay. What kind of normal?
Just normal. We don't laugh and talking, so it's good, man. I just can't wait for Iowa State get back, you know, into the, you know, lessons and learning what we did wrong and get back on the practice field and, you know, go get ready for Iowa State. So
obviously he couldn't have done it up there by himself. So I know his 3 other down guys were helping him up front. But a guy who can disturb plays like that, I mean, that's all we ask for. Tackles for loss, getting the offense behind the sticks. I mean, those are big plays that help the entire team.
Was it important for you guys to get a shutout today? I mean, the second team in there, you rooting for them?
Yeah, we're trying to get a shutout every time we take the field, and it's good when those backup guys get in there and play clean football, and it shows that we trust them a lot. I mean, I'm sure they were nervous. Harold and Shire, they probably weren't nervous. But, you know, I know what it's like being that second Mike, you know, and I know what it's like giving up a late touchdown when you really don't want to. It's just like you still win the game, but it tastes a little different when you give up a late touchdown. But yeah, I'll get the backup some donuts too. So.
Have you ever talked to? All right, last question for Jay.
A little bit.
Luke says he's barely heard him talk. So are you gonna let him get a big head here, or what?
I think he comes off humble. You know, those offensive guys are nice guys. You can tell which side of the ball Coach Parker recruits. So I'm assuming he's a good kid. He's a nice guy. I don't know. Luke was quiet when he first got here, so maybe he's like your Luke Lachey, like the Iowa Knights. I don't know. We'll see. But he's a good player. I'm sure somebody give him some ice cream for 2. What do you have, 2?
2 TDs.
Yeah, as a true freshman. It's like it's usually old man's game. Like now you got year 5, year 6. You got guys who are what? He's 18. Guys, I was 18 a while ago, guys.
Didn't he get here?
A while ago. Yeah, he came in. Isn't that like an Iowa thing where the baseball schedule? Yeah, there's nothing like going to practice and they're like, oh, dudes are going for the shrine ball. And they're like, are they enrolled at Iowa or not? You know, guys will come work out with us for a month and then go back and play high school football. That shouldn't be legal. That shouldn't be legal.
And able to produce. Is this something that you envision coming here?
Yeah, for sure. I knew my first couple of years we had a great D line, and so I was probably just going to be in the rotation. And so now that it's my turn to be in that starting role, I'm just going to work my butt off every week like I always do, and just try my best.
Rumor has it there's a football game here next week. When do you start looking ahead to that other team that might be coming to town? Rumor has it.
We'll start focusing on them on Monday. Yep, we're gonna enjoy this one today. Watch the film on it tomorrow, and then we'll start up on Iowa State on Monday.
You've been trained well. Good job.
Yep.
Thanks, man.
You get a little excited when you get a sack. What's that like? I mean, do you like to dance? Do you like to just cheer, or what?
Yeah, I think my go-to is just the flex right in front. I mean, I really don't have any other move, but yeah, I think just celebrating with my teammates and hearing the crowd roar and all that stuff, it's super exciting.
How about playing with Wyatt Black and how that helps you?
Yeah, I mean, gosh, Wyatt does not get enough credit, especially today. He had a double team about every single play, which allowed me to make plays myself. So I think Wyatt does the dirty work and he does it well. And he frees me up, he frees up the other guys to do their jobs, and so very appreciative of him.
Is it kind of a weight off your shoulders when you get those 3 sacks today? Just like, again, having put in so much hard work the last couple of years, kind of having to be just a backup guy, but now you come in and you get to be a little bit of the defensive star today.
Yeah, I think it's very relieving. We put in the work since last January, and then to see it come to fruition today is, I would say it's very, what's the word? Humbling, yeah.
Rewarding?
Rewarding, yeah.
How much does defense take pride in a shutout, keeping that 0 on the board? I mean, is it the defensive equivalent of scoring 40 points, basically?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, Riley Moss was on our sideline today, and after I think we're up like 22-0 or something like that, and he was like, Graves, they don't freaking score 1 point today. And I was like, yeah, dang right, Riley. And so, yeah, to shut him out is super fun. Yeah, very rewarding.
When's the last time you had 3 sacks in 1 half? Does that ever happen?
I'd say the Shrine Bowl, my senior year of high school. I had 4 sacks in 2 quarters of play. So I'd say that was probably my most productive 2 quarters.
As defenders, I feel as though we got to, no matter the situation, we got to go out there and play defense. It's a mindset more than anything. But it's nice when the offense is scoring, even when they're not. Like, we're going to do what we have to do to help win the football game at the end of the day.
Does that feel good to get an interception off your shoulders again? I mean, again, it's been a couple of years since you had that great season in 2022. So getting a pick in game 1 of the season, feel like you yourself had kind of a weight lifted off your shoulders?
Yeah. You never know going into games. So luckily, just trust my preparation, trust my eyes, and follow my instincts, and made a good play on the ball. But other than that, it felt great. It did feel great.
How much does defense take pride in a shutout? Is that the defensive equivalent of scoring 40 points in a game? I mean, how much do you guys enjoy just being able to keep that 0 on the board?
I honestly couldn't tell you the equivalent, but I know it feels great. It feels great. I can't stop smiling, but we're going to go back in tomorrow and watch the tape because we still have a lot of mistakes out there that need correcting, and try to keep it rolling.
It seems like your celebration after the interception was kind of business as usual. What's the expectation for the defense to create as many turnovers as you guys do?
Expectations are high. I think going back 7-8 years, we lead that we're up there in the country in that category. And last year we lacked in that category. So it was really emphasis put on in this training camp, some changes being made in practice. And I feel as though it worked out for us. And we're going to try to continue to create turnovers because at the end of the day, it helps the ball club.